Boys and girls, welcome to this meeting and welcome to this presentation where we'll be talking about one player only. No one else, absolute no one else. Just one player, where we talk about a specific game, where this will be known as the offside game. You know how in NBA, if this only refers to the NBA heads and the people who understand NBA. In NBA, yeah, you guys have the flu game of MJ, the masked game of LeBron, the Ramadan, the fasting game of Kyrie. This game is specifically dedicated to one person and one person only. It is the leading role is Kylian Mbappe's side. It's not a good thing, by the way. You know how all these three players that I just mentioned, Kyrie, Bron, MJ, great games, all-timer games that comes to mind straight away. This game will come to mind, absolutely, but for the bad reasons. And in this game, I'll be discussing all the 8 offsides. Every single one, and I'll break it down and discuss to you how poor this guy's movement is. Something that I kind of knew, but I didn't know it was that bad. Before I go any further, don't forget to, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to this channel, and of course, comment your own thoughts about this specific individual. I don't want to mention his name. I do not want to mention his name. I don't want to refer him as his name at the moment. Honestly, I've slept about it. I've had 24 hours to actually deep it. I woke up much calm, as you guys can see. I've thanked Allah. I've thanked God for blessing me with another day. And I decided to rewatch the game. I don't know why I did that. I decided to rewatch the game and I committed a mistake. I should have never done that. Because when I rewatched the game, the frustrations came back. For different reasons. Different people. But most specifically, one of these two people was this guy. Another person I will be talking about very soon. I might even do a video. I might even do another video today. That's how bad it is. But let's go back to the presentation and the meeting of Kylian Mbappe. This is the first offside. As you guys can see, the first minute of the game. Look at where Mbappe is standing. Look at where he's standing. Sometimes players do that just to create second guesses for the defending, because the defenders doesn't know, like, I mean, should I keep going back or is he going to drop deep and then go? That's what some players, the old timers do. Ronaldo did it very well. Cristiano did it at a high level. This brother is just clueless. As simple as that. Look where he's standing. And at the moment, it's fine. At the moment, it's not a problem. At the moment, it's cool. We move on. Literally, that's an 8 minute, that's a 10. Two seconds later, literally 2 seconds later, he's still standing in offside position. And you can clearly see, he should be checking. You could clearly see every single defender is in front of you. Every single defender is in front of you. Why is it that you are still standing in offside position? Literally 4 seconds later. Why is it that you haven't decided to make the intent? You know what? Let me maybe drop a little bit deep to collect the pass and to make sure I stand onside. He didn't even do that. Look at that. 4 seconds later, still standing in a clear offside position. And that's the first moment of the game. What I said to myself, I said, you know what? Maybe he's now going to understand the defenders. Sometimes players, they think in game. They're like, all right, cool. This is how they're defending me. Let me adjust. Let me make changes to myself. Let me now make it hard for them to play this high line against me. We'll move on. Second offside. At the moment, look at where Mbappe's doing. He is checking his shoulders. Very smart. This is the first time he's done it so far. 30 minutes into the game. He's checking his shoulder to see where the defenders are. Very good. That's a poacher. That's what a great attacker does. He's looking around. He knows, all right, you know what? I have to now drop deep. Which he did, but look at what the defenders have done. Look at what Kabasi, Kunde, Inigo, and Bode has done. And in this position right now, Mbappe is looking at the back line and he should know to himself, I'm hoping for his sake, he should know to himself, I am the last man at the back. So at the moment, I'm standing in offside position. That's what he should be telling himself. As simple as that. Why is he still standing in offside position? Why hasn't he understood? Cool. The pass is look at where the pass. Mendy has passes to Camavinga. Why does he not have the IQ and the intelligence to, all right, if the pass is coming to Camavinga, Let me position myself in a position where Camavinga can do the in-swinger and I can get to it. Why is he not doing that? Why is he reacting too late? Why? 2 offside calls. The first one, he's understanding the defenders. This one is close. All right, let's maybe give it to him. Maybe let's give him the benefit of the doubt. This one is it's close. All right, it's there. Move on. The third offside call. Look at where he's at right now. The ball, by the way, is nowhere. The ball right now is going to Jude Bellingham. Look at him. He's looking at Inigo Martinez. Look at what Kubasi. At the moment, he's standing in offside position. As simple as that. All right? Inigo, he's looking at Inigo. He can't look at Kubasi. Look at what Kubasi does. Kubasi, very smart. At the age of what he's at, very smart. He drags his body back to make sure he is standing in an offside position. What I don't understand, this is what pisses me off at the moment. Forget Kubasi, okay? You should be checking your shoulders and understand where you are. Forget Kubasi, okay? Forget Kubasi. Why are you not making an admission to at least position yourself behind Inigo? Kubasi, forget him. Why? You could clearly see yourself. You could clearly see yourself in front of Inigo Martinez. In this position right now, you should have known to check your shoulders. Go back. No. Go back. This one. At the moment, the ball is nowhere near Jude Bellingham. It's nowhere near Jude Bellingham. You should at least check your shoulders where Kubasi is and know and understand where Inigo Martinez is. We move forward. Here, you haven't checked your shoulders. At least now in front of Inigo, move beside him. He didn't even do that. Look at that. Look at how offside he is, bro. Look at what Kubasi has done to him. A 17-year-old has got more IQ in terms of... This is elite IQ defending by Kubasi. Especially Kubasi at this moment, and all the other offside calls. It's just poor. This is honestly pathetic movement from a striker. From a striker which is known to be the one of the great finishes that we've ever seen. This is ridiculous. I'm telling you right now. Move on. The fourth offside call. At the moment, for the first time in all of those games, he's now decided, you know what, look at him. Look at him. He's now dropping deep. He's now understanding, all right, you know what? I keep standing myself in onside position. Let me now make it hard for them. Let me now drop deep, which will disrupt them. That's fine. Great decision. A clearer look. This is a clearer look. At the moment, Mendy is about to receive the ball. Look at what Mbappe's doing. Mbappe, great decision. He's now deciding to track back and then move. Great decision. He's looking at Koundé. Mbappe's now looking at Koundé. And he's telling himself, I need to stand behind Koundé. Okay, great. Great decision. But if you're standing behind Koundé, and neither are you standing behind Kubasi. So what exactly are you doing? In this picture, you decided to drop deep. And 1 second later, you are literally... Where are you, bro? Look at what Kubasi is doing to you. Kubasi is reading you like a book. Look at Kubasi here. Kubasi is staring at him in this moment. He's staring at him. He's like, look at this fool. Look at this haywan. Look at... You really think you are going to be telling me? You really think I'm going to let you stay on side? Look at Kubasi. And look at Kubasi here. Wallah, look at Kubasi here. And look at Kubasi. Kubasi is literally... He's looking at the ball. He knows Mbappe's offside. How can you... From offside 1 to offside 2 to offside 3 and offside 4 still commit the same mistake? Honestly speaking, bro. Honestly speaking, bro. You should honestly be embarrassed. How are you committing the same 3 mistakes, bro? 4. Are you serious, bro? We move on. Out of all the calls, this is the only one which I'm saying it's not even his fault. And I'm going to explain to you why. This is the only one which I don't blame him. I don't blame this on him. I will tell you exactly why. Look at this moment. 29-32. 29-32. The ball is on Ferland Mendy. Mbappe, look at Mbappe. He is standing in an onside position. He's not in danger. He's standing in a good position. 36. You can see the Barcelona. Now look at the Barcelona players here at 29.32, and look at the Barcelona players here at 29.36. Barcelona have decided, you know what? Let's not put a high line. Let's now push up and play a high line. That's what they've done the whole game. Cool. Move on. At 29.41, Mbappe currently is standing in an onside position. The ball over the top has reached Vasquez. At the moment, he is in between Inigo Martinez and Kubasi. This, by the way, is poor defending between the two. This is the only moment which I felt like they could have done better. It's fine. We'll move on. We move on, yeah? We move on. Look at Vasquez. Jude Bellingham's overlapping, which means Balde is going to be tracking Jude Bellingham. Look at now what Mbappe is, and look at Vasquez. At this moment of time, Mbappe has basically instructed, look at Mbappe at 29.41, at 29.43, he's basically instructed and told Vasquez, pass the ball now. The pass should have made at this present moment. The pass should have been made at this moment. Why has he delayed it? Why has he delayed it? Sorry, no, apologies. Now, this is where the pass should have been made. 30-34 is where the pass, this is a clearer look. This is a better angle for you guys to see. Mbappe right now is standing in an onside position. This is great movement from Mbappe. He's learned from his mistakes. He's absolutely. Why are you telling me? Why is the pass not made at this moment? Why are you delaying it a second later? Where Mbappe's already his momentum and his momentum is already pretty much. He's a very speedy player. In terms of speed, he might be number one. He's already committed in terms of speed. He's not able to and then go back out of nowhere. The pass should have been made right here, where the pass should have been made. Why are you delaying the pass? So this is not an Mbappe. Mbappe made the perfect run. It's just this bum, this delayed the pass a little bit further. Why are you controlling it? The pass should have been made. Look at him. He's standing there. He took an extra touch and then passed it. That should have never been the case. So on this one, I don't blame Mbappe at all. Mbappe is not in fault for this. However, for this one, A'udhu billah min ash-shaytan rajim. On this one, wallahi, it's not even his fault. It's his family's fault. It's his family's fault. It's everything about him's fault. Because this moment really annoyed me. And this is another disallowed goal. But I'm not even going to put it as a disallowed goal. Because this is a fake call. Look at this, yeah? Mbappe standing in offside position. Just wallah, just please look at Mbappe right now. Are you guys look at Mbappe right now, bro? Look at Mbappe, yeah? 65.02. 65.06. Look at what Inigo Martinez and Kubasi have done. Look at Inigo Martinez. Inigo Martinez was about to track Mbappe's run. Decided, yo, let's push up. And at the moment, Mbappe is standing in the offside position. And the worst thing about it, Mbappe has got no clue. Mbappe has got no clue that that defender's pushed up. Mbappe still thinks he is standing in an onside position. And the worst thing about it, Vasquez wasn't the person who passed the ball. Vasquez wasn't the person who passed the ball. So at least look at him. He's not even positioning himself. And maybe you're telling yourself he's not asking for the ball. All right, cool. But why are you still standing in an offside position? And the worst thing about it, he's still standing in an offside position. Literally a couple seconds later, when Fede was the one that passed the ball. The guy has got no idea in terms of what's around him, what's next to him, the surroundings. He's got no idea. And the worst thing about it, bro, I'm not even going to, by the way, I'm sick and tired. I'm not even going to mention his 7 offside or his 8 offside because it's even worse. I'm not here to make myself even more stressed out and more frustrated after what happened yesterday. I said to myself, I'm going to wake up today and feel much better and feel much calmer. I decided to rewatch the game because I always do. Whenever Madrid lose, I like to rewatch the game to understand exactly why things went wrong. And I decided to watch it at the worst possible time. I literally woke up. I should have done something better, bro. I should have maybe had a walk, go to the park. Wallah, listen to the butterflies. Wallah, bro, I should have done that. Instead, I decided to rewatch the game to make myself feel more frustrated and angered, bro. What am I doing to myself? What am I doing to myself? I blame myself for this. I'm making myself more stressed out. My heart pressure's going up because of my decisions. I'm the haywan, bro. Bro, but forget this. Kylian Mbappe has been offside 8 times in La Liga against Barcelona. Haaland has been offside 7 times in the Premier League since July 31st. Since last season. Since last season. Not this season, last season. You guys understand? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 offside calls. And I'm not even going to mention 2 more. Honestly speaking, his positioning is disgusting. His movement is pathetic. He has got no IQ around him. He doesn't understand the surroundings of him. And this is supposed to be as someone who should be... My problem is that I've got a few issues with this. If the player is delaying the pass, similar to the goal, then I don't blame you. I blame the player for delaying the pass. When someone gets caught offside, you can blame it on 2 people. You can blame it on the pass, on the player that gives the pass, or the person who receives the pass, where you are standing, how your movement is. Out of all the 8 offside calls, 7 of them is his fault. And it's not just been this problem, it's been this whole season. And it's not been this whole season, it's been last season with Paris Saint-Germain, where he's constantly called offside. And this is really starting to be a concern. Because if that's the case moving forward, then we should not be playing you in this position. Then the most suitable option is Vinicius Jr. At least Vinicius Jr. understands and knows where he is and knows to check his surroundings. So moving forward, if this is a problem, and if you're not gonna rectify this between yourself, then why am I playing you as my striker? Why am I playing you as the number 9? You shouldn't be playing as a number 9. And I understand what people are gonna be saying now. He's a left winger. He's a left winger. He's a left winger. Bro, I don't care if you're a left winger. I don't care if you're a right winger. I don't care if you're a striker, a midfielder, a defender. A professional footballer should understand what the offside trap is and should understand to be on the high line and should understand to at least stay himself on side. He cannot do that. And this is my problem and this is my concern with this. Because this can't run even more than that. How can you? The first time I understand it. The second time, alright, cool. Barcelona is defending you very well. 3 time? Okay, now it's becoming, okay, what are you doing? 4th time? 5th time? 6th time? 7 and 8? So you're telling me you do not even have the basic understanding and the pride to understand that how they are defending you in game. Maybe your tactic was, before the game, let me run behind the defense, because Bayern did that. Bayern did that a lot of times. So your strategy heading into the game was, all right, cool, let me just run behind. Cool. That was the strategy, because against Bayern Munich, Barcelona was playing a very high line. Cool. Why are you not adjusting mid through the game to see how they're defending you? What, you can't improvise? Come on, bro. Honestly speaking, to Mbappe, let me chat to you for a second. This is really bad. And I'm not going to be standing here and saying to myself, I've lost faith. You're shit. You're this, you're that. I'm not going to do that. I know what you can do. I know what you've done. Your resume and your ability and everything. But at the same time, let's not kid ourselves at the same, all of us here. Mbappe has regressed in terms of his technical game a lot. The Mbappe that we saw at 2021, 2020, at the age where he's at Monaco, it's not the same player that we see now. Mbappe right now relies a lot on his physical aspect of the game. Not his technical aspect, his physical aspect. Because you can see this season, his touch is bad. His passing ability is bad. One thing which is saving him is of course his physical ability. His speed is still there. His speed, for me, he's still one of the fastest players in the world. But we are relying on that right now. I'm not asking you to pass the ball. I'm not asking you to move like Vinicius Jr. or to move like Luka Modric with the ball, or like Jude Bellingham with Arda Güler with the ball. I'm asking you to do a simple job, which is to score goals. But this is really becoming concerning because the player that we've signed is not the player who we thought was. We thought we signed Kylian Mbappe from 2 years ago, from 3 years ago, from 4 years ago. We haven't signed that person. We haven't signed that person. And I'm not overreacting. I'm not overreacting. No, we haven't. And I'm not going to say I don't want him. I'm not saying, again, we don't need him. We just need to adjust now to play with this version of Mbappe. Because the version of 2022 Mbappe is not that person normal. We have got a 50% technical Mbappe. Not 100%, a 50%. So at the moment, we're relying a lot on his physical ability more than his technical ability. His technical ability, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm not saying he can't touch a ball. I'm not saying he can't dribble with the ball. I'm not saying he can't finish. He's still amongst one of the best finishers in the world. Yes, this season has improved it, but the goals, I mean, I'm not going to say he's a shit finisher. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying he has regressed massively technically. It's still there, but it's not the same as 3-4 years ago. And at the moment, we just need to adapt with this version of Mbappe. Because we did not think, all of us did not think that we're having this version of Mbappe. If he proves me wrong, and he comes out of nowhere and performs much better, I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to be proven wrong. But at the moment, I know for a fact I'm not. I know what I've seen. I'm not only based on this game. I'm based on this whole season. I'm based on this whole season. I know what I've seen, and I know it's not going to improve. So I'm just moving on, and I'm just trying to adapt because I'm moving on quicker than what I wanted. I've been in this situation before. I've been in this hope before, where I'm trying to be delusional and believe that this person's going to work out. Eden Hazard is the perfect example. He gave us 4 years, but every month when he comes back from an injury, I kept believing, all right, maybe we're going to see the real version of Eden Hazard. Maybe we're going to see the real version of Eden Hazard. We didn't. We got let down. And this is now the similar situation. Why am I going to lie to myself and convince myself Mbappe might come back? 2022, 2021, 2020, Mbappe might come back. Why am I lying to myself when I know it's not going to happen? So let me now just kill my dream and just adapt to myself that version is no longer here. Let me just adapt to this 50% of Mbappe, technically. And let's just move on. But then the moving on depends not on him now. We now have to adapt to play with him. There's no ifs, buts, and maybes. We're not going to drop him. I would love to drop him, but we're not going to drop him. Madrid's not going to drop him. Paris is not going to allow Ancelotti to drop him. That's not the plan A. That's not the plan B. That's not the plan C. I would love for it to be the plan A. I would love right now, if I was Carlo Ancelotti, I would drop him right now in the next game. I would send a message to him to be better, improve, develop better. But that's not going to happen. So why are we now putting ideas in our head? Mbappe's not getting dropped. Paris is not going to allow it. Ancelotti's not going to do it. He doesn't have the balls to do it. Let's just move on then. Let's move on. The second option is let's adapt to play with him. And that doesn't depend on him. He, of course, needs to do better. The players around him needs to do better. But one person needs to understand it even better. And that's Mr. Carlo Ancelotti. Which, Carlo, the next video, it's dedicated to you, bro.